Mayor Daniel Biss of Evanston, Illinois, a suburb just north of Chicago, seen in this video from his social media page. He says that the ICE officers tear gassed him and other protesters on the 19th at the ICE facility in Broadview, Illinois. On his X account, he called the move a terrifying escalation. Mayor Biss says the protests are having an impact, however, pointing to a report from the Huffington Post that ICE considered leaving the facility they were protesting at. A DHS spokesperson later said they were not going to leave the facility. Mayor Biss has also faced criticism on X from conservative commentators like libs of TikTok, Chaya Raichik, who called for Mayor Biss to be arrested for participating in the protests. Mayor Biss is with us now. He is also running the Democratic primary for the 9th Illinois Congressional District. Mr. Mayor, thank you for your time. Our team was out there live on Friday as well when we saw the tear gas and the clash happen. Tell me where you were at that point and walk me through your experience.
So I was standing with a group of protesters at this ICE facility, peacefully demonstrating, involving ourselves in non-violent civil disobedience. A van was driven into us, and then armed, masked ICE agents came toward us, where they were physically aggressive, and they shot what I'm told were pepper bullets and put tear gas in the crowd. And before too long, I was unable to breathe, found myself on the ground, gasping for breath, but I was taken good care of by medics who were there, and ultimately was fine. Of course, the folks in the van, the folks who ICE is grabbing off the streets, the folks who ICE is taking away from their children, the people whose workplaces are being raided, they're not fine. And that's why we have to continue raising our voices. We have to keep on speaking up. Our communities are being terrorized right now, and it's critical for everybody to raise their voice as much as possible to put an end to this.
What are your thoughts on the way forward to address illegal immigration, to create a process for people who are in the country illegally? I mean, how do you see ICE carrying out its role, and is there a common ground with those who oppose what we're seeing happen?
Well, I don't think what ICE is doing is about immigration. I think it's about intimidation. When you have masked, armed agents manhandling people, when you have people being grabbed off the street, when they're deliberately, and let's be clear, they're deliberately being confusing and unclear about what their plans are, so that enormous communities are just terrified. The number of people in my community of Evanston who are scared to leave their homes, scared to walk their kids to school, scared to go to work because they just don't know what's coming next. Again, this is not about immigration. This is about intimidation. If you want to fix our immigration system, there's plenty of common ground. We know that America does well because of immigration, that immigration helps our economy, helps our cultural vibrancy. It is who we are. We also need to have a system of laws that we believe in enforcing, and we need to work together to enforce them. But that doesn't involve any of this stuff. And this is deliberately not an effort to have a secure system that works and keeps us safe. It's an effort to terrorize. It's an effort to exert dominance. And there's just no place for that in a democratic society, for a government that's supposed to be accountable to instead frightening, terrifying, and doing it without any accountability, right? Just imagine if somebody who's not an ICE agent goes to a costume shop, buys one of these outfits, gets an AR-15, and becomes a vigilante enforcer on the streets. How are people supposed to know that person isn't legitimate if the ICE agents don't even identify themselves? This is the opposite of safety.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.